Welcome, Aquarius. This is Carolyn with Intuitive Enlightenment Tarot, here to do your September monthly read. This is going to be your monthly energies that you need to know from Divine Spirit and Guides. If this message is for you, claim it. If it's not your story and it doesn't resonate, then chuck it in the bucket. This is not your story. Check your natal placements. I am an Aries moon. That does resonate with me more often than my Sun, Virgo, and my Libra rising. So, hey, whatever works for you, check it out. But if this is your story, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, claim it, all right? Like, share, and subscribe. I want to thank all my viewers, subscribers, cross-watchers, people just traveling through, watching the video. You're still helping my algorithms, but it does help more when you like, share, and subscribe, okay? Take care, and thank you for doing that for me, and let's get started on your reading. Let's do it. All right. Divine Spirit and Guides, Universe, please bless all universal beings with prosperity, stability, peace, love, harmony. We know happiness begets happiness and misery loves company, so please bless all universal beings with some stability, peace, and love. All right. So let's do this, Aquarius. Sorry I had to hit the bell so many times. I really had a lot of energy to clear, but we got this, okay? So again, if it's not your story, Aquarius, don't claim it. I hear 7 shuffles, so we're going to do 7 shuffles for you. Cross watchers, you're welcome, always, to hear Aquarius' story play out. You may be in it. It's 2, 3, 4. I don't know why I can't shuffle today. Must be that Pisces full moon. 5, 6, and 7. Now this is the Witchy Tarot, Witchy Tarot, Everyday Tarot, with the Witchy Oracle deck, okay, that I will be using for your reading for September. What Divine Spirit and Guides wants Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to know, to hear for their message in September. Where to focus your energies and your attention as your main. Do a Celtic cross for the deeper dive. What is the main message? All right, so the 4 of Wands, okay? So the 4 of Wands is your main message. Keep focusing on what it's going to take to, if you're there already, yay, congratulations. But you're going to be working on a strong foundation and commitment and enjoying a commitment celebration. Whether it comes to career, relationship, or spiritual evolution, you will be having a gathering. September is going to be a time for gathering for you, Aquarius, where there's going to be a meeting of the minds to celebrate an accomplishment. That's what your major focus is, or where you're trying to be in September, okay? So maybe you got something going on and that is your plan, all right? But what is the obstacle for you having this commitment ceremony and celebration and celebrating accolades get together here? What is the obstacle for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? The 10 of Pentacles, okay? So the obstacle, when you get the 10 of Pentacles in an obstacle position, it pretty much tells you that there is no obstacle, okay? The only obstacle that you have is maybe watching your finances, not to go overboard. But I think it's more like this celebration is going to be because of the fact that maybe you have pinnacled out, you have leveled up in your frequency and vibration level. Something is happening in love, life, career, spiritual evolution that is going to allow for a new beginning. Because you know, when the 10 comes, you've already hit the pinnacle. So all you have to look forward to after that is the Fool card, which means that you're going to have a new beginning, right? A new beginning and something that's going to be happy. It's a happy, momentous occasion, okay? So the 10 of Pentacles in an obstacle position, if that's what I had to have in my obstacle position, okay, so be it. Maybe it's watching your finances in the celebration. Don't go overboard. But I feel like it's telling you that you have pinnacled out, you're leveled up, you're like in a game, you have beat the game, and now you're going to start all over doing something new that's going to be something in cause for celebration, okay? What is the recent past for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What is the recent past situation that you've been going through? In the recent past, you have stuck through something, so this could definitely be an engagement. You have gone the long road, you've taken the long road, you've stuck it out, you were determined, you didn't give up. No matter if you had to walk that path alone in the recent past, you were solo, you felt abandoned and isolated on the way, you still stayed on the path, okay? And now the opportunity, you got the world in your hands, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So what came of you staying strong to your conviction to stay in it to win it. Even if you had to walk that path alone, feeling isolated along the way and abandoned along the way, you stuck it out. And in your recent past, now the world is in your hands. And now you're celebrating that the accomplishment has been had. Because when the Two of Wands comes up, that's two opportunities and options and choices that you have after a successful endeavor. Okay, you got the world in your hands. And now you're just planning what you want for your future steps with the Two of Wands, okay? So I think that this is saying, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, that you stuck something out, even though it was hard, long, lonely road, but it's leading to some kind of celebration on an evolution status. Like you're raising your vibration and frequency in a relationship, career, or spiritual side, okay? What is your near future going to bring for you, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What is the near future got for you? Four of Swords. Now that you have done the work, and four is all about your foundation is stable now. You've done the work, you put in the time, now your foundation is strong, you've got a strong foundation to build from, and now you can take time to retrospect, take time out, plan your future steps. There's no hurry, you've done the work. So September's energy so far is about enjoyment, enjoying the success, the accolades, after a hard, long run, worn out path that you had to stick it out. But not giving up and persevering, and in September being able to enjoy it. Relax, go with the flow. I know it's a full Pisces moon tonight. Today's August 30th, so if you're seeing it now, it's still September's energies that I want you to focus on. But whatever you have done, it's leading up to this, and you're gonna be able to write it out in September. All right, the success of it, the accomplishment of it. Okay, it may have been a long, hard road though. Your distant past karmic lesson that you learned that's going to help you with your present and your future decisions, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, is that always trusting your gut instinct, always trusting your instincts when it comes to a matter. I bet you that this karmic lesson came into play when you were on that long, lonely path of feeling isolated and abandoned, having to do things on your own, but sticking something out. The Nine of Wands is a very laborious, tiring endeavor, but you made it through. And even though it was a lonely walk of maybe you had to do that walk of by yourself, but you trusted your instincts and it got you through. That is also going to get you through your present and your future decisions. This long time hard learned lesson that you had to learn in life karmically was about trusting your instincts all the time, Aquarius. When you feel it, you know it, you do it. Okay, what is your 6 weeks to 6 months from the September read? What is your 6 weeks to 6 months? What can you look forward to, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What is your, okay, what you can look forward to is releasing any kind of grief and pain and sorrow. So it came out and flipped out in a reverse. If the 6 weeks to 6 months would have been an upright, you're still having grief, pain, and sorrow, maybe from having to do the walk alone, but you are coming out of the sorrow, and I think it still had to do with this isolation and abandonment, that while you were walking that path, now in the 6 weeks to 6 months, it's all about relaxation, and you got that stronger foundation built. You're celebrating, things have changed, success is on the rise. Whatever it is that this resonates with you for spiritual evolution, career, or relationship, you can put this grief and pain and sorrow behind you, right? And we'll get clarification. Three of Swords is always about, and in the reverse, it's about letting go, letting all this trauma of this walk. You know, you trusted your instincts, and even though, I mean, it was a long, hard won road and path that you had to take, that you accomplished. You came out the other side. What is the present energies of my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses at the time of this reading? Whenever you are meant to see the reading is when you'll see the reading, and it still will play out, is September's reading. What are the present energies for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in September? Queen of Pentacles, he or she, because it's not gender specific, but it's a queen. The Queen of Pentacles speaks to prosperity, stability, abundance, having the family, having the money, having a strong foundation, groundedness. It's about having everything, right? It's almost like the total emotional fulfillment card, because if I couldn't have the total emotional fulfillment card, I sure would like to have this card, because this means that I've got my stability, the Midas touch, I've got my family, I've got my relationships, I've got everything in order. All right, everything I touch turns to gold. That's what that Queen of Pentacles is, and that's where you're going to be, Aquarius, unless you're dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn person like that. That is what you're going to be dealing with in the present energies. What's the outside energies that is lending you to that groundedness, that stability, that prosperity of long-term nature? The outside energies is that you took charge. You stepped up. That was a hard walk of life that you had in the recent past. It was a Nine of Wands moment where it took everything that you had to get through it. That was a accomplishment, a big accomplishment. And the Emperor energies that is being lent to you, unless you have the assist from an Aries. The Emperor card is specific to an Aries if you're dealing with an Aries, but the outside energies that is lending you this opportunity to be the grounded, stable person and have everything, okay, is that you stepped up and took charge. You didn't give up. You trusted your instincts and your high priestess, and you made it through a difficult time, and you're being rewarded by the universe, okay? What is your hopes and fears, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What is your hopes and fears after the fact here, or in the month of September? What are your hopes and fears? Okay, so you're hoping that the accomplishment of putting yourself out there, of putting yourself and taking action and putting yourself out there to be seen, heard, being in the limelight, taking that leadership, because the Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy is the Emperor energy, basically. Taking charge will still be something that's talked about and celebrated for a while. That easy one, that hard one accomplishment can last almost like a legend. I keep hearing the word legend. You don't want the accolades and the celebration to stop. You want everybody to know what it took for you to put yourself out there, Aquarius, and to put yourself out there and for people to see you in this light. That's what you're hoping for. And not to stop celebrating your accomplishment. You don't want that accomplishment, what I'm hearing intuitively. Aquarius, it's not like you have a big head, but what you're saying is, please don't let this accomplishment and the celebration and the accolades and people raising a cup to me because I took leadership and because I stood up and did what needed to be done. Don't let that be an easily forgotten thing. Okay, that's what I'm hearing in my head. So it's not like you're trying to be ego or anything like that, but it was a hard knock life. It was something that you had, in the 6 weeks to 6 months that you're still going to be releasing, but you will have released it by 6 weeks to 6 months. You will have released this hard endeavor that is definitely giving you rise to celebrate, but it's still something that was very isolating and it was very traumatic. It was a walk. If you had to do it alone, you didn't give up, and that's a very hard endeavor to do, to get this successful path to open up into this opportunity and option. Okay, so whether you stuck it out in a relationship that was dragging everything that you had, spiritual evolution or career, you did it, and you don't want people to forget it, that you never gave up and that you trusted your instincts. Okay, what is your outcome, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What is your outcome in September for the monthly energies? What is your outcome in this energies of September for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus on this accomplishment that you have? The Empress. You're going to be focusing, unless you're dealing with a Libra in the outcome, you're going to be focusing on your potential for abundance, growth, healing yourself, nurturing yourself, knowing that you put in the work, knowing that you have no one but yourself to congratulate because you did it alone. Obviously, with the abandonment isolation card, you walked that path, as enduring as it was and as prolonged and difficult as it was. You didn't give up, and you are going to focus on your nurturing now, healing yourself, your potential for growth. You know what I'm saying? Focusing your energies on yourself, putting yourself first is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's go ahead and hit this Four of Swords up. The Four of Swords is the Ten of Cups. Now that you have this celebration of everything that you've accomplished and everything, you are finally able to sit back in the month of September's energies and reflect and relax, Aquarius, on what you have accomplished that's bringing you the total emotional fulfillment, happiness in a family, a firm foundation, stable foundation, prosperous foundation. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy of the Ten of Cups means happily ever after. So now that you've got your happily ever after in the near future, you can relax, reflect on everything that you suffered to get through there, knowing that you'll be able to release all that past trauma and move on. Trusted your gut instinct. Let's go ahead and hit that High Priestess up from that karmic lesson that you learned that got you through the situation, or is going to get you through the situation. Yeah. Trusting your instinct on when and when not to lay down that burden. When to give up and when not to give up. You trusted your instinct and you stuck it out. Okay? And trusting your instinct on when to lay that burden down and when not to give up, that's what got you through the situation. Okay? knowing when to give up and lay it, and when you're almost there, to persevere and push through. That's what got you through and what is bringing you this successful September. Okay, the Three of Swords is being clarified by the Five of Wands. Whatever conflict, competition, in your career, relationship, whatever was giving you this grief, you were able to let it go. Somebody was bringing you some bickering, fighting, struggle, inner conflict, not seeing eye to eye. You were able to let that go. You were able to, in 6 weeks to 6 months, in September, from September, you will be and putting all this behind you and just focusing on your success, your nurturing of yourself, your potential for growth, and not worried about, kind of letting go of the trauma of what it took to get you there in that overwhelming burden. Let's hit that Queen of Pentacles up. The Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands. So you're hoping not only to be prosperous, stable, and grounded, you're hoping to always be able to remember a time when you had the energies and the present energies of September where you stepped up, you took leadership, you didn't let anything hold you back, you didn't let fear of putting yourself out there. With the King of Wands energy, it's about taking on that adventure. No matter what it takes, putting yourself out there, doing the work, making stuff happen. That's the King of Wands, okay? Everybody looks up to the King of Wands because that person's so exciting, dynamic, will take on whatever he needs to take on or she needs to take on to make shit happen. So not only in the present energies are you going to be focusing on what prosperity, abundance, and stability and groundedness that you have achieved in the present time of September, you're also going to be focusing on, hey, I give myself kudos. I put myself out there. I took charge. It's kind of like you're patting yourself on the back, which is not anything to do with ego. It's about rewarding yourself and acknowledging yourself, what hard work and dedication you put in to accomplishing something. That's what I hear, Aquarius, okay? The Emperor is being clarified for Aquarius as, the outside energies, you were using the Emperor's energies to stay out of self-denial when things got tough, and when things could have easily led you astray, when there could have been some self-denial, self-sabotage, oh, I can't finish this, I can't do this. Instead of feeding into that, the outside energy said that you took charge. You weren't going to allow that to disrupt your way of handling things. You weren't gonna step back. You were gonna step up like a boss, even when things were unclear and there could have been some possible deception. With the conflict card, with the Five of Wands, people giving you a hard time, competition. You stayed in it to win it. And that was the outside energies that the universe helped you with the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. That's the outside energies lending you to your present energies of strength, okay? Of the Queen of Pentacles being grounded, stable, prosperous, and the King of Wands saying, I've got this, I know what to do, follow me, I'll get you there, I'm not going to give up, don't give up on me. That's the energies that you're going to be having in September, okay? The last card to clarify is the Empress and the outcome for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The outcome for the Empress is the Hermit card. Now that you have done what you needed to do, your outcome is that you're going to be focusing on your healing, your nurturing, taking time to focus all on you, and taking a time out, unless you're dealing with a Virgo or Libra, taking the time out, a step back to seek a deeper wisdom, maybe even going on a vacation, like the Hermit, okay? Taking time out to seek that deeper wisdom, even if it means just that you're just working on yourself. You're just healing yourself. You're just working on, you're focusing on your energy on you now. Now that you've gotten everyone else ahead and done the work that you need to do, now you can take a step back with the Hermit, meditate, and take the time to, seek that deeper wisdom and work on focusing all your energy on you now. That's what I'm getting at. Okay, Aquarius? So that is a beautiful reading for September of success, struggle, but persevering. Okay? Just like my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus is. If it resonates, claim it. If it doesn't, if it's not your story, then it's not meant to be. Check your natal placements. This is not going to be for every Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus person. But let's see what the Witchy Oracle has to say in reference to what you need to know for your Oracle. All right, so I have two cards. I have meditation for peace and serenity. That's what you're going to be doing in the outcome. After going through this time where you step up like a boss and you make stuff happen, you're going to be able to, in the outcome, with the Hermit cards, taking a step back, taking time to meditate for peace and serenity, to focus on your Empress, and sun and stars, looking forward and having hope and faith at the universe has divinely gifted you and with your blessings, and your accomplishments, and acknowledging them to yourself that this is something. The suns and the stars card is meaning that you are recognizing that you've always had the hope and faith. The universe was going to provide, and it did provide, and now you are appreciating and acknowledging it while taking time to meditate for peace and serenity and focusing on your Empress. Okay, beautiful reading, Aquarius. So much love to you till we read again. Please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Take care, stay safe.